What is up? What's going on, guys? Trizzle here, tuning in, bringing you guys another great war recap. And I have to say, I don't think this has happened ever in the history of the Legion of Doom. Our esteemed history, I should say, because we've been a clan for over 5 years now. And we've come a very long way. I know we started off being a family clan. Had a little bit of a rocky start, I will admit that. But we've always prioritized winning. Made sure that we implemented, rules to improve the quality of the clan experience, and to make sure that we do not celebrate mediocrity, and of course promote excellence. So I definitely want to give a shout out to everybody on the clan. Not only that, everyone who's contributed, because I will say I have never in my history of the clan had two back-to-back perfect wars. And I believe the last war we actually did on stream, so you guys had an opportunity to see that in real time. But as you guys can see, we ended that war 60-55, easily beat, I don't want to call it an engineered clan, but I am going to say they definitely, they probably shouldn't be running Town Hall 12s with low heroes. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. And that's evidence of a fail on my Town Hall 12 on my main account, as well as the 1-star on my second account, the Town Hall 11. So being that this war was actually shown on stream, probably not going to spend too much time going over that particular war, but let's go ahead and get into the previous war, which was not done on stream, and that's going to allow us to showcase the best attack. So without further ado, this is our back-to-back perfect war, starting with the top hits. Number one, which was done by myself on a fairly rushed Town Hall 12. Guys, you can't be mad at me. It's not my fault they rushed their base. All I can do is 3-star the base that's given to me, and it ain't my fault. Anyways, so here we have a little Town Hall 12, El Drago, El Draco, hashtag El Chapo, whatever you want to call it. Bottom line is that it's Electro Dragons, and it really gets in there, does a lot of damage. You want to do a little bit of a hero dive, set up your funnel with your Wall Wrecker, along with P.E.K.K.A. and a couple of giants in the I guess the Wall Wrecker clan castle, and then using your heroes, you're gonna go in and take out a few high value objectives, which does include the air defense, along with the Eagle artillery if you can get it. Now, more often than not, depending on how the air defenses are located, you are able to really get in there and do a lot of damage to the base. A lot of times you can take out 2 air defense, as well as some other high value defenses, but you'll notice that just having the ability to get in there and take out the 2 air defense and the Eagle, it pretty much sets up the attack for an automatic 3-star. Getting those Electro Dragons down, followed by the Loons for support, getting the rage spells down as quickly as possible, then utilizing the freeze spells accordingly to be able to stop those single target Infernos, as well as the Giga Tesla and any air defenses that might be left up. So great job to your boy, doing what we got to do, taking ass, kicking names. Y'all know how we do it, and that is a 3-star. So great job there, and let's go ahead and get into the other attack. So next we've got, this was actually, I guess you could call it a Town Hall 12. Similar to the other base, they should not be running rushed accounts. What can you do, other than 3-star what's in front of you? So going in with the same attack as before, going in, of course, to try to get the air defense, try to get the Eagle artillery. So I'm going to go in on the top corner of the base, and then with that being said, having those level 60 heroes allows me to really get in there and do a lot of damage. By the time the dust settles, we've taken out 2 air defense, the Eagle artillery, we're actually able to soften up and take out the clan castle troops, as well as the town hall ends up going down. So we did in fact get the Giga Tesla as well. So here you'll see the Electro Dragons and the Loons coming in on the far right hand side of the base, coming in alongside the wedge that was carved out by the Royals. And then from there, you're just going to manage your spells accordingly to be able to take out, the other 2 air defense, any single target infernos, and anything that's left up on the base. So hashtag Electro Dragons being so OP, they really do a lot of work, but you definitely have to prime your attack and make sure you hit those raid objectives to give yourself the best possible chance of success. Now I believe, was this? Yeah, I guess this was a 10.5. I forgot that they did not have any Eagle dropped, but being that this was my second account, it was the Town Hall 11 version of the Electro Drag Loon attack. So definitely make sure you guys check out the tutorial that I did for the Electro Drag Loon, because it's very strong raid, guys. Of course, you do have to upgrade your Electro Dragons to the highest level for your Town Hall. So if it's Town Hall 11, you need to get them to level 2, and if it's Town Hall 12, you definitely need to get them up to level 3. But same process, if you're going to go in, use the Royals with a Wall Wrecker to take out the air defense along with the Eagle, it really makes it very difficult to fail on that type of attack. So I believe this was also a little bit of a bully attack. I think with this clan, I don't know what their goals are, but I can tell you that, and I say this on the streams, stream after stream, don't rush your offense, guys. Do yourself, do your clan a favor. Make sure that you're not progressing to the next Town Hall without maxing your heroes. While your defenses are very important, eventually you will get them all maxed. But if your offense isn't where it needs to be, from a war standpoint, you're not going to be able to be as effective as possible. And you'll actually see that, when you face against those clans with, let's say, Town Hall 11s or even 12s, with heroes that are in their 20s, not even a Town Hall 9 level hero. So I don't know what these kids are thinking, but you know what? That's why we got a perfect one, and it is what it is. So again, shout out to the clan. Here we've got Gara taking out their number 5, using a little wit slap for your boy. This was a Town Hall 11. I guess you could call it a Town Hall 11. It, on offense, was a Town Hall 11. On defense, I would say it's somewhere in between a Town Hall 8 and a Town Hall 10. And the reason that I say that is that a few of the defenses were Town Hall 10 level, but the vast majority of the defenses were either Town Hall 8 or Town Hall 9. So Gar is actually able to still take it out, even though he is a Town Hall 9. Having basically those max heroes, does have a level 29 king, so that would be the one minor thing that I would say. But in any event, still is able to 3-star the base. So great job, Gar. That's how you do it. And there you have it, guys. 3 more stars for the Legion, and that's going to bring us into the next attack. Alright, so after that, we have another Town Hall 9 hit. This was Noob going in on one of their, I guess you could call it a 9.5, if that, level 1 expos. So again, I don't know what these guys are thinking. The best thing that you can do, guys, I know that everybody plays the game the way that they enjoy it. So I cannot tell you how to enjoy playing the game. That's the whole fun of, having the ability to play how you'd like to. But I can tell you that if you are on a war conscientious clan, there's a reason why most elite or high level war clans, have certain ground rules that are in place, a lot of which starts with, how high your hero levels are. In fact, I can almost guarantee that if you are ever planning on being on any type of a good war clan, if you don't have max heroes for your Town Hall, there's a good chance they won't even consider you. And at the Town Hall 9 level, I mean, you can almost forget about it. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that you can't 3-star max 9s without max heroes, level 30 heroes, but what I am saying is that the heroes are extremely important, and if you undervalue the importance of the heroes, you're always going to be at a disadvantage. So with that all being said, Noob's able to get in there, take out this very rushed Town Hall 10, excuse for Town Hall 10, with Witch Slap. And even though he doesn't have max heroes himself, he is well on the way. I think he's only been at Town Hall 9 for a month and a half, maybe 2 months. So it goes to show you that if you're serious, you're focused, you do your farming, you can absolutely upgrade your heroes, upgrade your base without having to rush your offense and without neglecting, you know, one of the most important parts of your attacking ability is having those appropriately upgraded royals, which depending on your town hall simply means that if you're going to be attacking max bases at a given town hall level, you have to have those max heroes, guys. There's no negotiation, there's no wiggle room, no ifs, ands, or buts. You gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so next is Noob's second hit, and he's actually able to pull out a 6-pack this war, so great job. Going in on the max Town Hall 9 with, what do you know, Little Witch Slap. Not to hate on this attack, it's just very versatile, very strong. To be honest with you, I was not a fan of Witch Slap initially, but I can tell you with making sure you have the correct leveled heroes along with the proper execution sometimes is the difference of failing. When I say fail, I mean getting like a 2-star or whatever it is on a max base in war. So those of you that have not gotten a chance to master Witch Slap, first off, slap yourself. Second off, make sure you check out the tutorial on Town Hall 9 Witch Slap. I will try to link that down below, but if for any reason I forget, you're more than welcome to check out the 3-star tutorial playlist where you'll be able to see so many different high-level meta attacks that works for the most current version of the game. Now, I do have some older tutorials in there that I'm not going to say they don't work. They absolutely work, but some of them haven't been updated for, you know, the new version of the game. For example, you know, when I first did the Penta La Lune video, we didn't really have bowlers in the game. They didn't have dark spells. So, well, actually we did. We just didn't have, you know, a second slot, and there wasn't the ability to bring like a freeze and stuff like that. So just a couple minor things, but you know, those things are obviously, you know, meta, and it does make a difference. You know, so in this attack, you know, Gara, who got a 6-pack himself, so shout out to the fan, dab one time. He actually takes out the one of the more common war bases that you'll see from, I don't want to say lazy Town Hall 9s, but there's a lot of lazy players out there that will copy a base, and not only will they copy a base, which is not a good thing, but they will copy a waste of time, generic, easily beatable internet base, and they won't even tweak the base. So instead of taking a particular base, you know, and using that as the foundation, maybe getting rid of the things that you don't like or things that aren't ideal, and then implementing, you know, some improvements to, you know, make the base better overall, there's just no thought process behind it. And I think part of that, and this is a theory of mine, is that the majority of Clash players, they either never learn how to learn the game, or they never actually learn how to learn how to talk, Triz. They never learned how to break a base down, and a lot of that simply comes from how they approach their attacking. Most people that play the game don't really have a firm, intimate understanding of troop mechanics, why things are deployed in the manner that they are, the timing of certain things, even ranges. So when you see somebody doing an attack, it's literally like they're just mimicking, you know, screen taps. While that is a good place to start in terms of learning a particular raid or how to play the game, at the highest level, especially if you want a 3-star in war, a max base. That is not the be all end all, and that is not the end of your progression, guys. You have to make sure that you follow the raid objectives, you follow the tips for success in order to be able to apply it to any base. And that's the one key thing. A lot of people, since they don't understand how to apply those raid objectives, they never actually master breaking a base down, and because they never learn or master how to break a base down, they will never have that foundational knowledge to be able to apply and extrapolate, that knowledge, I guess, to another base. And I don't want to go as far as saying, okay, well, that's the difference between a leader, co-leader, and a regular member, because it definitely isn't that. I've seen, people who aren't in leadership, exhibit, the things that you're supposed to do, and it is so powerful that you can actually have somebody who takes years and years and years to, get to a particular point in the game and to learn how to, 3-star successfully, whereas somebody who understands, the objectives, understands the basic mechanics, and what you need to look for, not only will they catch up to that person, but they will literally lap them multiple times. And we actually have a couple small examples of that on our clan. I know Noob, just to use him as an example, he has only been at Town Hall 9 for, I would say, no more than maybe 2 months, maybe 2.5 months. And in that time frame, he's gotten his heroes up to level 24 Queen, level 21 King. But the most important thing is that it literally took him 1 or 2 wars to get from a new Town Hall 9 to being able to 3-star max Town Hall 9s, simply from following the raid objectives, utilizing the tools that we have on our clan, watching those 3-star videos, watching those 3-star tutorials, and being able to apply that, making sure that if there is a particular mistake, that you try your utmost to not repeat those mistakes, because it's a game, guys. Nobody's a robot. At some point, everyone will have a fail or have poor execution, myself included. But it's the whole point of it all is to try and minimize those mistakes, cut down on the potential for errors. If you have something that didn't work or doesn't work, watch your replays, guys. Take a look and see where you went wrong. Be mindful of it, so that way you can make sure that you try not to repeat the same mistake. And then furthermore, the nuance of the attacks, a lot of that will come from basically having shots on goal. It's comparable to, let's say learning how to throw a football, throwing an American football for a spiral. It's one of those things where the first time you throw that football, there's a good chance you probably won't even know how to spiral it. Even if you're naturally gifted, you're one of these like Mary Sue, born perfect, I know how to do everything, right out of my mom's womb. That's not how things work in real life. So even when it comes to, getting in your friendly challenges, getting in your practice attacks, these are things that are compounded over a period of time, so that if you're not doing that and you haven't been able to get those practice hits in, it's going to show. And when you get to a point where you neglect working, making sure you build that foundation, not only will your development stagnate, you'll get to a point where you basically plateau. You won't be able to 3-star on your own, let alone 3-star difficult bases. And if you do decide to make the jump to a given town hall, I pray to 8-pound baby Jesus that it's not doing so with rushed heroes, because more than anything else, you're already going to be setting yourself back by not building that foundation, and then you're going to take that a step further and then not have max heroes. You might as well commit clan war suicide to a certain degree. I guess if you've got other really good attackers on your clan, you can always get away with it. You know, other people will pick up the slack. But one of the strengths of any good clan is not just having one or two elite attackers, but having multiple elite attackers. You know, people that allow the clan to overlap. That way, if there are mistakes that are made, things that come up that you just can't plan for, even if that means, you know, facing off against a clan that has really good base designs, has solid upgrades, you know, their walls aren't rushed, and when that happens, you know, this is what separates the boys from the men. You know, and that's why I spend so much time talking about that, not just on the streams, but also within the tutorials and the videos, to try to help you as much as I can. Because all of these raids, any 3-star that is done on a base that isn't a bully attack, I can tell you comes from game mechanics and principles that allow you to take advantage of a base's given weakness, or the particular strength of a given army. So great job. Geo, I believe, also had a 6-pack that war. We had a few people coming up, making progress, you know, one of which is Master Tezzy. Had a slightly rough first attack, but I know on the second attack we're able to really get him to a point where he's making progress, and that's the bottom line. Everybody has to start somewhere, so not everyone is going to know how to be, you know, a max Town Hall 9 when they first upgrade. And when I say know how to be a max Town Hall 9, I just mean that being able to 3-star a max 9 in war, and knowing how to break a base down, and then even taking that a step further, being able to translate that knowledge into helping develop and improve other clan members. You know, so that's really what it's all about. And that was Merlin taking out their number 14. I believe there's a few bully attacks, so I probably won't, you know, spend a ton of time going over the rest, but still gotta, you know, give props when it's due. And the clan has come so far. I can't, you know, praise you guys enough for all your hard work, and being able to, you know, get to a point where we're actually 1 war win away from 420 war wins. Not to mention, we're slowly getting closer to that level 16 badge. I can almost taste it. That's probably one of the number one things that I'd like right now for the clan, because I'm sure you guys probably agree with me, but that level 16 badge is sexy. So I don't know what it is, but I can't wait. So great job, Adam, taking out their number 13 and number 16, excuse me. And here we've got Yes I'm a Noob going in. Of course, it's a rush base, but like I said, guys, it's not our fault. You know, we've got to 3-star the bases that are laid out in front of us, and this just so happened to be in the way. So, like Ludacris said, move, bitch, get out the way, get out the way. Those of you that are younger might not know what I'm talking about. That's a reference from easily over 10 years ago, probably 15 years ago. But you know music, you probably know what I'm talking about. So great job, Noob, doing what we do and getting that 3-star. And here we've got ATL, of course, Adam the Legend, swooping in for a little Town Hall 7 bully attack. Probably will not spend a whole lot of time going through the remaining attacks, because they were, in most cases, some way, shape, or form, either a dip or bully attack, or it was such a rush base that, you know, even at the same Town Hall level, it definitely wasn't anything to write home about. It wasn't difficult. So with that all being said, I again still have to give props where it's due, because you will be able to get to a perfect war eventually if you play the game long enough. Eventually you're going to get lucky, but I can tell you that for as long as that we've been warring, and for as hard as that we work to, you know, win these clan wars, we've never had back-to-back perfect wars. So with that being said, I really appreciate you guys. You know, your hard work definitely shows. The hard work isn't something that, you know, we can ever, you know, put on pause, you know, take our foot off the gas pedal, because it's one of those things. The moment you stop and give anything a chance to, you know, catch up, you may never regain that advantage. And that's so true in life. Not to get this into like a philosophical, conversation, but you guys know, you get out what you put in. So if you're serious about the game, and when I say serious, yes, we're here to have fun. No one plays the game to be unhappy. And as such, you'll find that, clans that are elite war clans, it isn't about, oh, well, it's just a game, bro. Just a game, bro. Why so serious, man? Hashtag tryhard. That is loser talk all day long, because nobody that plays anything enjoys losing. Losing is not a good psychological experience. In fact, I don't know anyone that holds losing in high esteem. It's all about winning, guys. Winning is the name of the game, and that is a reflection of the clan's culture, the rules, the foundation, and the individual members' commitment to not just excellence, but in doing everything that needs to be done and achieve a common goal. So now that I've more or less had I'm not gonna say it's like a presidential speech, but I will say that I kind of got into some deep thought processes, and just offered some different perspective. But no matter what, it comes back to the same thing. Hashtag long live the Legion. Dab one time. Y'all know how we do. We won't stop because we can't stop. We're going to continue to bring that level of excellence, continue winning wars, and who knows, maybe we can get another perfect war, bringing it to the trifecta, back to back to back, just in time for the weekend war, which we will stream. We're basically at the end of the month. Today is, say the 30th? I think it's either the 30th or the 31st, but by the time this gets uploaded to YouTube, whatever date that it is, just understand that we do a monthly gift card giveaway. Not to mention, for the month of August in 2018, we are giving away an iPhone 4S. So if you want a chance to win, all you got to do is follow the directions, be a subscriber, come by during the live streams, make sure you comment on as many videos as possible. August 2018 gift card. For the gift card and for a chance to win the iPhone 4S, make sure you comment August 2018 iPhone. So with that being said, I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. Trizzle tuning out. Bye-bye. Hey, Queen walk. Queen! I don't even understand how my fucking queen talk.
What?
She pull up on the CC, let that poison spell out.
Skirt! Pull up on
Max
the CC.
Queen had to get that bitch level up.
Ooh, little bit.
50 racks DE, book my queen for a little queen walk.